Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the Split Labs channel. Today is February 2nd, 2026, and we will be diving into today's NBA slate. Before we get started, as always, today's video is powered by Split Labs because we built the exact tool that we wanted to use as sports bettors. Split Labs shows you public betting splits, line movement, market signals across all major sports in one place. If you want to see where the crowd is, where the line is going, what the market is hinting at, that's literally what we do every single day. If you want to try it out, promo code YouTube for 50% off your first month, and head over to the link in the bio, splitlabs.net. And let's get into the slate, guys. We've got an early NBA game, which is always exciting, especially on a Monday. I mean, what more could we really ask for here? And it's also one of my favorite teams, and I'm totally kidding on that. It is the Pelicans versus the Hornets. Hornets are coming in as minus 255 favorites, which is terrifying. As far as the line movement, we've got 49% of bets on the Pelicans, so definitely more leaning towards Charlotte spread. I'm pretty interested in that one just because this is a pretty large number for the Hornets, who are like not the best team. But it opened at plus 7.5. It is shrinking towards the Pelicans, which is, I can't say it's too strange just because there's a lot of money here on this. There's 76% of money on this, which is definitely something that we should maybe caution for. Somebody's feeling confident. Somebody knows something about these Pelicans. And to be honest, I really wouldn't be surprised if the Pelicans did upset the Hornets or compete with them, just because the Hornets, I know they've been looking better lately, but I can't say that I think they should be minus 255 favorites, right? Same thing with the open. It opened at, let me scroll down a little bit for you guys so you guys can actually see the numbers. The Pelicans opened at plus 220. Not anything crazy, but it moved down to plus 210. Likewise, on the flip side, Hornets opened at minus 270. Gross, disgusting. The fact that 84% of bets and 76% of money is still on the Hornets, I'm really surprised at the public on this one. I think the cleanest read on this board here, and I feel like every time I just end up landing on like a total, is this open for the 233.5. The total opened at 233.5. We're seeing 78% of bets, 79% of money on the under. Currently, it's sitting at 231.5 on FanDuel. This is probably the cleanest read on this board here. I have no reason to go against it. I'm going to lean and stay out of this whatever kerfuffle and go the under 231.5. We're a little late to the number, but, and I know in NBA, 2 points is huge, but I'm confident in taking this under 231. The line is following it, so I'm going to go that route. As far as a team, I'm not going to land anywhere here. I always feel disgusted with myself when I land on the Charlotte Hornets. I don't think that they're way ahead of the curve to like just blow out the Pelicans. I can understand why there's so much money on this Pelicans. I wouldn't be surprised if they keep this close or upset. I am not playing this bet, so don't count it towards the Split Labs record for this week. We're just going to lean with the under here and just go with that. Right, like when we stack these teams up against each other, and let me go into a different view really quickly. Where are the, 3-point percentage, Charlotte's completely blowing them out the water. Offensive rebounding, Pelicans should have a lot more second chance opportunities. Defense, Pelicans defense is just completely optional. They don't even care. Tempo, Pelicans are playing a little faster pace. And then like discipline, Hornets are a bit more disciplined across the board. Actually, no, I take that back. As far as fouls and like free throws allowed per game, the Hornets blow them out the water, no problem. However, it is good to note that on turnovers and like assisted turnovers, they're like kind of evenly matched. Key statistic here is the Hornets, or the Pelicans, completely blow the Hornets out when it comes to turnovers. So that's something to look at. But again, I'm only gonna land on that under there. It's an early game. It's rocky. and I'm not laying minus 200. I barely want to lay like minus 150 on the Hornets when they play. They've burnt me way too many times, and I'm sorry, guys. It's just not going to happen today. Moving into the next game, let me get a closer look for you guys. We have the Hornets versus the Pacers. Line opened at minus 5.5. It is now currently sitting at minus 6. Positive news for Houston Rocket bettors. The line is moving in your favor. Very minor, but we're seeing 70% of bets, 52% of money on the Hornets minus 6. Positive. Opened at minus 230. Again, gradual movement. It's now at a minus 240. 76% of bets, 71% of bets coming on the Houston Rockets money line. And then this total, another talking point on this total is that the line hasn't moved yet. Right now it's 12:08 while I'm recording this video, but there's 55% of bets, 69% of money on this over 219.5. The books haven't adjusted this number at all right now. So to be honest, once again, I'm going to lean on this under. Maybe it's just the Monday blues, but I've got not taking an upset at all here. I've got the Houston Rockets. I'm not taking the spread. I'm not taking this minus 240, and I'm never going to recommend that you guys do either. But I will take this under 219.5 just because the line's not moving. That's, again, my cleanest read of this board has been, I guess, the totals. I don't know what it is, guys. Moving into, I'm gonna jump ahead here just because this one I know for sure I definitely want to pick a side in, and I don't want to keep giving you guys totals. 76ers and the Clippers. Let's talk about these numbers really quickly, guys. The books are correcting apparently really hard to the dog for the Sixers versus the Clippers game. We have 81% of bets and 87% of money on the Philadelphia 76ers +2. They opened at +3.5. You can now get them for +2. Again, +140. Open, it's now +110. They're getting 59% of bets, 61% of money on the 76ers. That's not crazy. Ignore my notifications there. And then once again, we're not seeing any movement on this total. I don't know what's happening today. FanDuel is just like sleeping. I don't know what's going on. But 61% of bets, 66% of money on the over 220.5. And the line hasn't moved whatsoever. Like I'm like panicking here. Like nothing's broken, right? Like things are moving. But every single game that I'm landing on right now and like where I really like a play, FanDuel is just like not doing it. Like it's just not happening. What's going on there? Anyway, but going back to this game that we're looking at right now, I always say this. The 76ers are, although they are my team, there is nothing that intimidates me about them. I think on paper, the Clippers are just better, if I'm being honest. I think they're a more well-structured team, and I just don't see the Sixers like doing this upset. I also don't see FanDuel like gifting us this like positive 76ers 27-21 team like at plus money. I'm going Clippers here. The Sixers are currently on a 3-game win streak. They just beat the Bucks, the Kings, and the Pelicans, and pretty comfortably, minus the Kings, which is a little concerning. The Clippers, they just beat out the Suns on the first they played yesterday, so maybe it's because they're on the back-to-back. That's why people are like hesitant to bet the Clippers. I don't really know. I'm not. Sorry, guys. I don't care. Lace up the shoelaces and go again tonight. I've got Clippers -2. Clippers money line on this one. There's so much money on Philly here that you just can't convince me that they shouldn't be favorites at this point with the amount of money that we're seeing and percent of bets that we're seeing on Split Labs right now. I'll go out of this view for you guys so you guys can kind of see where like the Clippers kind of advantage them out, but like field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, way better than the Sixers. So like I understand the efficiency may drop just because they're on a back-to-back, but that's not enough for me. The offensive like rebounding edge that the Clippers have is a little concerning, but like in that instance, I'm just going to target some props on that. Like as far as overall game, I'm going Clippers. I'm sorry. Defense, Sixers are edging them out there. They have a higher ranked opponent field goal allowed percentage. Same thing with opponent 3-point allowed. They just stop it better, which is great as far as tempo. Clippers are a slower paced team. I don't think that's a surprise to anybody. But as far as disciplined, Clippers definitely have the advantage there, minus this assist to turnover ratio. They're not completely far off from each other, but a little bit of concern there. These are really big ones, though. Really big ones. I see, right, for turnovers, Clippers are like middle of the pack, but they're not atrocious. This scoring, I think, is the tail of the tape here. And just that alone, I'm going Clippers. I understand they're on a back-to-back. I just don't see any reason for why the Clippers should lose this game here. With that being said, guys, those are my reads for today. Sorry this was a quick one. And apologies. Last week I gave you guys one video and then I had to abruptly kind of head out. But all is well. We're back to our normal scheduled routine. I think we ended last week just going even, so I figured let's just start off the week on a clean slate to get this video out to you guys and start fresh. So with that, guys, let's kick off our Monday with some winners. Head over to sportsbooks.net. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the video. Drop some comments. Let me know your best bets. Anything that maybe you saw in the numbers that I did not cover. Anything that you think I should be concerned about with where I landed and like what you guys would do, or maybe you're thinking you're yelling at the screen. Stay away from it. Either way, guys, really appreciate you guys tuning into the video. Make sure that you like, subscribe. As always, head over to splitlobs.net to see these numbers closer to tip off for every league available. Promo code YouTube, 50% off your first month. And with that being said, guys, I will catch you guys on the next one.